This is Jason with HCR Beta, and I am going to cut a bicycle inner tube to find out how well it works as a Voodoo Floss Wrap. Now, Trek Bicycle Stores in Shawnee was kind enough to provide this inner tube, and there's a big difference between my yellow band that you've seen, which is latex rubber, and then this inner tube, which they tell me is butyl rubber, so it's not as stretchy. But I still want to experiment, because if you're a bicyclist and you want to experiment with the Voodoo Floss, it's very this would be a very inexpensive way to do that experimentation. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this valve stem off. Like so, and now I've got a nice long piece of rubber that we're going to estimate that that's about 6 feet long, which is nice and long. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a seam, one of these seams that's already here, and just cut along it. And it doesn't have to be pretty or neat. I want to be close as exact as possible. And let me pause the video while I cut this up. Okay, we're back, and what I've discovered is that the inside is full of this powdery substance. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to go inside and rinse that off and clean this tube up. Which, I have one other comment. I kind of feel like that's about 4 inches. Kind of feel like that's a little bit wide, so I'm going to go ahead and split that in half, and we'll see how that works. Be back. Alright, we're back, and this is what I've discovered. That if I lay it right next to my measuring tape, there's the WOD Fitters, is the original yellow, and here's the inner tube. The inner tube is almost as long as the WOD Fitter, which is a little more than 7 feet. And I've already wrapped my arm with the other half of the bicycle inner tube. And there's a couple things that I'm noticing right now. Number one, it does an okay job. I can't get it quite as tight because it doesn't have that elasticity, but it does an okay job. And I think that for depumping in between climbs, you would be okay. The other point, yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay to experiment, but I think if you find out that you end up really enjoying what the Voodoo Floss does for you, that you'll end up getting the WOD Fitter brand. So hopefully that helps show you how to. This video helped you, showing you how to cut a bicycle tube to experiment with a bicycle inner tube as a Voodoo Floss band.